Alright, so here I am, past midnight now, uploading these last two videos on YouTube. While they're uploading, I said, well, let me go check some of my websites for any new information over there in Egypt or any other thing going on with people writing and all that. And I see a thread, Godlike Productions, eyewitness proof, underwear bomber escorted through security by an American. Now, if you don't recall, 2009, Christmas time, this young kid in Yemen boards a plane, tries to set himself on fire with this stuff packaged around his underwear, which, of course, is the reason you got all of the new security personnel and the TSA, the scanners, all that stuff happened because of that event. That's a month before that happened, approximately. I think it was in November sometime, maybe. That's when I decided to go ahead and start using my Facebook account. And I'd already posted a few things about stuff, and then all of a sudden this thing comes in. And I listened to the Alex Jones show, and he's got this guy, Kurt, whatever his last, Haskell, I think is his last name, Kurt Haskell, a lawyer who was on vacation, I think with his family or his wife or somebody. They're standing there, watching this kid. He's right by the gate, and they're about to board the plane, but not yet. So he just notices some young, this black kid, trying to get a ticket, and he's standing right there by them. So this guy can hear what's going on, and she says, "Sir, do you have a passport?" "No." "Well, I can't let you on the plane." And he's kind of arguing a little bit. "I got to get on the plane." "You cannot get on the plane without a passport." End of discussion. And so he sees an American man, completely English, perfect English language speaking, pull them aside, go and get a manager. Now he can't see them anymore. Oh, time to board the plane. Okay, so he boards the plane. Hey, guess who gets on the plane? That's the guy who was arguing with the ticket counter that didn't have a passport. I guess maybe he found his passport. He didn't know at the time. He also notices several seats in front of him, as the plane starts to take off and fly, that someone's got a camcorder and they're videotaping. Not uncommon, but most people face it out the window, looking at what the sky looks like, what the ground looks like, as you're flying. This person with the video camera is kind of fixated on the underwear bomber and is always pointing it right at his direction, like he's videotaping this person. That was kind of odd, but again, nothing happened yet, so this guy doesn't know anything about anything. And then the guy tries to light himself on fire, right? The whole 9 yards. They land the plane, they arrest him. This lawyer says, "Oh, listen, I've got a story to tell you. I was sitting there, the guy tried to get in, they wouldn't let him on the plane, he didn't have a passport. They didn't want to hear a story." FBI starts questioning him. "Can you pick him out in this profile here? We got some pictures of him." They've got still photographs of the back side of his head. "Can you pick him out for us?" He's like, "What is this? Why do you have still photos? Don't you guys have the video surveillance in the airport? Why don't you just show that? It'll show him right where he's standing. I'm right behind him, sitting down. Don't you have that video? It's a clear shot. We're the FBI, and we'll ask you the questions. You don't ask us the questions." That's what he was told. So he says, "Okay, fine. I see where this is going." No one wants to listen to him. No one's even interviewing him besides that one time. No one asked him a story. That was it. So he goes to all the mainstream news sites immediately, calls them up. "Oh my God, I got to tell you this. What happened?" They don't want to talk to him. He says, "You got to be kidding me." He's thinking, "You got to be kidding me. I'm hearing on the news about what just happened. He almost blew up a plane." And no one's saying that he was put on the plane by an American person that somehow pulled strings. He must have been some high-level guy. Got him on the plane. "Okay, damn it, I'll fix their asses," he says to himself. "I'm going to Alex Jones." He immediately called Alex Jones. I was listening to the show on that day, heard it live, was blown away, and as expected, another inside job was pulled off. And you can see why, because now Michael Chertoff has all of his little billion-dollar scanners in the airports and all this new apparatus, all these new fees that you and I are paying to have people searched and groped, who just lost these court cases, by the way, which is fantastic. And it pretty much bothered me. So it was maybe a week, 2 weeks later. It was probably like 2 weeks later. I'm seeing commercials on TV, the History Channel, yeah. The truth about the underwear bomber. What really happened, coming, at the end of January. So basically at the end of January 2010, it was scheduled to air. I immediately go on Facebook, and I'm such a bozo for not putting it on YouTube. At first, I would post stuff to Facebook because they have a video upload feature. And then I realized, man, some of the stuff I talk about, I kind of would like everybody who searches for it to find it, not on Facebook where only my friends can see it. So after the several videos I've done on there, I started using YouTube and then linking on Facebook my YouTube videos. And I just checked my YouTube account to double check, and the video's not freaking there. And I don't have my Facebook account. It is completely gone. And nothing remains. Son of a gun. So I go on there, and I do a video, by the way. I don't just write it. I write it and do a video of me saying what I just told you happened. And I said, I guarantee you this is a brand new video. Turn on your TV. You're going to see this thing airing all week up until the end of the month about this new underwear bomber thing and the Christmas Day bomber and what happened. And they're going to lay this out. I said, I have no idea what it's going to be about specifically because it's not out yet. It's brand new and it's not coming out for another couple weeks. I guarantee you, and I promise you right now, 100% guarantee I'm making to you right now. Everybody on Facebook listening to this. I guarantee you, you are not going to hear about this lawyer, Kurt Haskell, not even his name. You are not going to hear about the fact that this sharp-dressed American guy pulled him and the ticket agent and the manager of the airport aside and got this guy onto the plane. You are not going to hear none of that. You are not going to hear about a videotaping person who videotaped him the whole time as if he was documenting the CIA inside job or whatever. You're not going to hear about none of that. But here's a link to Alex Jones' website where you can hear the conversation right now and hear what really happened. I make you a promise right now. So I waited. This is about the time I got kind of pissed off that people really don't give a shit. The day came, I stayed up, I recorded it and watched it live while it was recording. And at the end of this show, I shocked myself, of course, making such a bold statement that they wouldn't dare mention those three things, and they didn't mention any of them. I was like, wow. When you're really awake and you really know their moves of government, you know how they respond, you already know what they're going to do. That's kind of neat. Huh. And I was right. So I get back on Facebook the next day, waiting for them responses, because I put it on there. Hey guys, tonight's that movie. Tonight that show's coming on History Channel. Here's my my other story about it. Check it out. Let's see if I'm right or not. I guarantee you I am. Next day, I can't wait to log in. I'm gonna have a page on Facebook full of replies. How did you know that? Like what? Wow, that's interesting, man. That link on Alex Jones, that's the lawyer guy. What? I get online. No comment. And I've got 52 people on my friends list. Not that that's anything to brag about, but I mean, these are like real friends, not people I met online, real life, people I've met throughout my life. Maybe they don't live in Florida anymore, it doesn't matter, but I've known them. They're on my Facebook page, we're friends on there. I'm not just some bozo talking, they know me. For God's sakes, look at this. This demands your attention. No response. Maybe it's early. Well, no, they're posting about their bullshit thing they did with their kids yesterday. That's stupid. Okay. Oh, and this one wants to start her own clothing thrift store. Okay. That's pretty important. Huh. End of the day, nothing. Next day, nothing. I was shocked. I was quite shocked at that. But then I realized, there's people, when you write stuff, Joe, they're probably going to say, oh, there's Joe again, and just go right down, just scroll all the way and go to the next guy. The guy with the one-liner. The one-liner feel-good message of the day. The ones I always talk about, it's not what you make of life, it's how you react to the, it's not the good things in life, it's how you react to the bad things that makes you a good person. Oh. Listen, I want to ask you that same question, the next couple, 2-3 years, when you see your country destroyed, your daughter destroyed, these earth changes wreak havoc on your life, food problems, yeah. I want to ask you how that one-liner feel good. And if you come to me, Joe, didn't you say you stocked up on food? Man, do you got anything that you could spare? Man, we haven't had corn in, 6 months. You got any corn? Yeah, I do, actually. I got quite a bit. But it's not how you handle things in life. It's how you react to them. And if I give this to you, I'd be giving into your learning experience in life. And I don't want to take that away from you. So, F off, you stupid bastard. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Unbelievable. That's actually not all I got for you. I'm going to play the video. Might as well. This is from Fox News, local Fox News, not mainstream media, of course. No, sir. No, sir. Local media. I would be shocked if the mainstream picked this up. I don't hardly watch it anymore, so I don't know if they do. But I'd be very shocked if the big news companies actually played this clip from their local Fox affiliate. And here it is. And guess who showed up? Old Kurt Haskell himself to give his story in front of the cameras, and I think he might even be a witness that's called upon. So let's watch this.
Today's scare comes as the man known as the underwear bomber appears in federal court in Detroit. Umar Farouk Abdul-Muttalib is accused of trying to blow up a plane over Detroit on Christmas Day 2009. Fox News' Amy Lang has more from outside federal court, where a trial date has now been set. Amy.
Yes, a trial date has been set, but it was actually more interesting to hear from a couple of the passengers who showed up here at court today, who have a very interesting theory about what really happened.
The U.S. government escorted him through security without a passport, and we believe gave him an intentionally defective bomb.
It's a startling allegation from two local attorneys who were on board the 2009 Christmas Day flight to Detroit when Umar Farouk Abdul-Muttalib tried to blow up a bomb hidden in his underwear. Kurt and Lori Haskell think the U.S. government was behind the whole thing.
It was intentional that it went this far to further the war on terror, to get body scanners in the airports, to increase the TSA's budget, to renew the Patriot Act, and whatever other reasons you want to list.
The Haskell say in Amsterdam, before boarding the flight to Detroit, they witnessed Abdul-Muttalib arguing with a ticket agent at the gate because he didn't have a passport, when a man in a tan suit with an American accent intervened.
The ticket agent did not want to allow Muttalib on the flight, and this man was very insistent of it. And then she referred them to a manager down the hallway.
They next saw Abdul-Muttalib on board the plane when they saw fire and people screaming. Abdul-Muttalib has insisted on representing himself in this case. The trial date's now been set for October 4th and could include up to 400 witnesses.
It's a very, like I said, very serious case with a lot of potential, a lot of evidence that has to be reviewed, and a lot of witnesses which must be interviewed in order to properly prepare the case.
That's Abdul-Muttalib's standby attorney, Anthony Chambers. Although the judge has urged Abdul-Muttalib to have Chambers represent him, so far, he's refused.
I think that this is a case that we can help him with greatly. It's a very defensible case.
And you just heard the standby attorney saying he thinks it's a very defensible case, of course, with Abdul-Muttalib representing himself. It will be interesting to see just how well he can defend himself. They do say that he's been having some trouble getting access down at the Milan Correctional Facility. They're going to try and put a stop to that so that the standby attorney and Abdul-Muttalib can speak and he can go over the evidence against him. For now, live downtown, I'm Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.